If you have ever been driving through the roads of Tennessee and have decided to turn on the country music radio station, you likely have heard the music of Morgan Wallen. It's almost impossible if you have not heard the music of Morgan Wallen at least once before this presentation. He has been able to gain widespread recognition by millions across the country and across the world. He has been able to do so throughout his music that displays feelings of hardship, determination, and relationships. Throughout this presentation, I will inform you all about Morgan Wallen, from how he started out in life to how he has been able to become one of the most influential country music stars to date. So, enough said. Let's go ahead and get started with his early life. According to Gale Biography and Context, Morgan Wallen was born in Sneedville, Tennessee on May 13, 1993. Sneedville, Tennessee is a relatively small town in eastern Tennessee near the Kentucky border, so not at all Nashville or Knoxville. He has had some influence of music early on in life. As a child, he got violin lessons, but later in his teenage years, that is when he picked up the guitar and started learning about country music. Also, a little bit about his family. His father was a pastor and his mother was a teacher. He also has 3 sisters, so just a little bit of context. He didn't always, though, want to start out with country music. He wanted to play baseball in college, but unfortunately, after suffering a ligament injury, that is when his baseball career ultimately ended. After graduating high school, that is when he decided to stay relatively close to home and he worked as a landscaper. However, after working as a landscaper for a little while, he later was able to compete on the TV show The Voice in 2014, according to Vax.net. Sorry about that. And unfortunately, he didn't win this competition, but this competition ultimately helped gain recognition through him, and later he decided to move to Nashville, Tennessee, and start his career in music. So now that we've learned a little bit about his early life, let's talk about some of the music that he has produced, some of the awards that he has won, and ultimately how his country music career has evolved. So let's start out with an album that he released in 2018 called If I Know Me. The album has had many hit singles, also including the song Whiskey Glasses, which according to smoothradio.com became one of the top songs of the year. In 2021, he released another album called Dangerous, the Double Album, and the release of this album had the largest streaming week ever for a country album, according to biography.com. Also, it has had over 7 billion streams on Spotify, so quite a lot. Later in 2023, he released another album called One Thing at a Time, and it received a Spotify record for most single day streams. All of the songs, additionally, within this album reached the top 100 of the Billboard 100, every single one of those songs. Additionally, he has won numerous awards throughout his career. He has won 19 Billboard Music Awards. He also won Entertainer of the Year in 2014 by the Country Music Association. Well, to sum all this up, Morgan Wallen has had many trials and errors throughout his career, from first suffering his ligament injury when he couldn't play baseball in college to working as a landscaper, and then later failing on the show The Voice, but gaining recognition and becoming one of the most influential country music stars around. This helps showcase that success does not happen overnight. It contains many trials and errors, but it's someone who has grit and determination that is able to achieve their dreams and become so widely successful. And if he was able to do that, then all of us are able to do it as well. Well, thank you for listening to this presentation. Sorry about the stutters, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening.